it's been amazing. I mean, everybody has been so welcoming. Everybody's saying, they're there for anything that I need. So it's been really cool. It's been seamless. It's incredible. Like the fans show up, they show up.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Indiana Fever just signed 6'6" Mercedes Russell. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. I actually think this was a much-needed signing when we're talking about size, defense, rebounding, and overall front court depth. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and pretend the Fever just made some record-breaking signing. I'm not looking at Mercedes Russell's career stats and saying she's suddenly going to become a superstar. That's not what this is about. This is about fit. I went back and watched some of her film, I watched clips from her time with the Sparks, and I even looked at some of the film from whatever league she was playing in. And honestly, Mercedes Russell gives me mobile center vibes. She can move, she can roll, she can rebound, and at 6'6", she gives Indiana something they desperately need. And this is exactly why I said don't read too much into the numbers. In the WNBA, Mercedes Russell hasn't consistently received a real opportunity over the past couple of years. But in the league I was looking at, she was averaging around 11 points, nearly 8 rebounds, and 2 assists in about 31 minutes per game while shooting 51% from the field. And yes, she's not a floor spacer, she's a roller. So obviously you would expect her field goal percentage to be high because most of her offense is coming around the rim. But guys, she's 6'6", and you have to understand the situation. The Fever aren't signing her to replace Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is still your starting center. But I've been saying for years that I would rather see Aaliyah Boston playing more at the 4, which is why I wanted Azura Stevens at that starting 5 position. And I'm going to take this one step further. I actually think Mercedes Russell could potentially start because of fit. When you put Mercedes Russell next to Caitlin Clark, the opportunities completely change. I'm telling you, Caitlin Clark can play with my mother, who has never touched a basketball in her life, and her gravity is going to create open opportunities at the rim. Mercedes Russell is exactly the type of big who could benefit from that gravity. Give her screens, rolls, rebounds, and easy finishes, and suddenly she could be doing things we haven't consistently seen her do before. She's already in practice with the team, as you can see. Tony East posted Mercedes Russell here for her first practice, and fittingly, DAMIRIS Dantas is here getting treatment as well. So as you can see, Mercedes, my gosh, she looks massive over here. Check her out.
Mercedes Russell. And as you can see, the GOAT in the background, number 22. You can't hide from Cece. With all this drama going on, you almost forget the GOAT is loaded, man. But anyways, it looks like Mercedes Russell is rocking Cece's PEs. I could be wrong, though, you know what I'm saying? But then again, who knows? But anyways, this is DAMIRIS Dantas. Speedy recovery to DAMIRIS Dantas. Speedy recovery to DAMIRIS Dantas. I don't know, man. Her play, something was going on. But anyways, we're not here just to talk about that. Let's listen to what Mercedes Russell has to say.
When did this opportunity come for you? When did you find out this was possible?
Literally just a few days ago. It's been quite the fastest, probably 72 hours I've experienced, but just really thankful and excited for the opportunity.
What made it so fast? Were you far away from here?
I stay on the West Coast, so I feel like I'm far from the Mid and the East. So yeah, just traveling, getting my things together as quick as I can, and getting out here as soon as I could.
What have you been doing this season so far in terms of staying in shape, practicing, playing, things like that?
Yeah, just sticking to my workouts, basketball, weight room, conditioning, just staying on top of it, staying ready just for any opportunity. And obviously this one came, so very thankful for the chance and the opportunity.
Steph talks a lot about having a veteran voice in the locker room. Just how do you think you can bring that as well as on the court?
Yeah, I think just my experience. I've obviously played several seasons in this league, and just bringing that to this team that has, so much talent, so much versatility, and also so much experience at the same time. So, just adding my experience, the depth of my knowledge, and just, hopefully I can add to the team.
Any ways on the floor you see yourself fitting in particularly well with how they play?
Yeah, so I've been paying attention obviously throughout the season. I see they play with a pretty fast pace. Defensively, got great size inside, really quick athletic guards on the outside. So it's a really talented full depth roster, and just hopefully I can add to what they're already doing already this season, and just smooth transition is what I'm looking for.
So you've had mid-season new teammates.
Yeah.
What's this first practice always like after that?
Oh, I mean, it's a lot. You know, you're a sponge. You're learning every single thing that they've been doing for months. So it's just a lot of taking everything in. I'll probably be asking 50 million questions to everybody, but I'm just trying to learn and really get up to speed to where they are, because they've been going for a few months. So just getting acclimated and up to speed with everybody else.
I know the front office and the staff here, they're really intentional about the culture that's been created. And when they add in a new player, so just in your first minutes, hours of being here, what's your first impression of the culture that people have?
Oh, it's been amazing. I mean, everybody has been so welcoming. Everybody's saying, you know, they're there for anything that I need. So it's been really cool. It's been seamless. I've obviously been on a whirlwind, just going. So it's cool to just have something smooth and slow, and just, you know, everyone's open and they're so nice and kind, and it's really cool.
As a visiting player in the past, especially the last couple of years, what have you thought about the atmosphere at Gainbridge Fieldhouse for people?
Oh, I mean, it's incredible. Like, the fans show up, they show out. You can definitely feel the energy. I know I've been the opponent, but now I'll be on the good side, I guess is what you call it. But yeah, it's been great. The turnout was amazing. The support has been incredible. So yeah, going from an opponent to now being, I guess, firsthand, I'm excited, and really cool just to meet the Fever fans that I haven't obviously seen before.
First of all, I love Mercedes Russell's energy already. I really do. She's coming into the Indiana Fever not with this I know everything attitude, but with a genuine I'm willing to learn attitude. And honestly, that's refreshing to hear. Because when you look at the Indiana Fever coaches and the culture surrounding this team, it always feels like they're trying to teach the young players something. They're always trying to tell the players what they should be doing. But how often are they actually willing to learn from the young players? That's the difference. You can't build a successful garden by constantly cutting weeds and refusing to let anything new grow. A garden doesn't discriminate against flowers. A lily can grow next to another flower. You can't have one garden full of nothing but roses. You need different things. You need variety. You can't have one garden full of apples and expect that to be enough. Sometimes you need an orange. Sometimes you need a mango. You need different pieces that complement each other. And that's why I already like Mercedes Russell's mentality. Everything I've been asking Aaliyah Boston to do, Mercedes basically said in one sentence. She's coming here to learn. She wants to be a sponge. She's willing to ask questions. She wants to understand the system and figure out how she can contribute. Round of applause for her, man. That sounds like somebody who actually wants to improve. She's not coming into Indiana with an I-know-it-all mentality. She's approaching this almost like she's a rookie again. She wants to learn the team, learn the system, learn the players, and figure out how she can make an impact. And you can tell she has actually been watching the Indiana Fever. She talked about how they play fast. She talked about their style. She talked about what she has seen from them and how she wants to add to what they're already doing, especially defensively. And that's important because the Fever have struggled defensively. They've struggled with rebounding. They've struggled with size. They've struggled dealing with pick-and-roll situations. And now you're bringing in a 6'6" center who can potentially give you another body in those situations. So Mercedes, please, I'm begging you, be effective in that pick-and-roll. And whatever you do, please don't let Stephanie White get inside your head. We already saw what happened with Monique Billings. Look at how Monique Billings was playing in April compared to how she's been playing in August. Those look like two completely different Monique Billingses. So Mercedes Russell, just play your game, do what you know you can do, rebound, set screens, roll to the basket, protect the paint, use your size, and please don't let Stephanie White negatively influence your game, because in my opinion, she has been a failing coach. And then Mercedes Russell said something else that caught my attention. Did she just call Indiana Fever fans the good side to be on? Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, because normally we hear the opposite narrative. We constantly hear that the worst place to be is on the opposite side of an Indiana Fever game because of how passionate these fans are. But Mercedes Russell basically said that being on the Indiana Fever side is the place to be. That's new. That's refreshing. And you already know the national media probably won't pick that up. They don't want to talk about positive comments like that. If Mercedes Russell had said something negative about Indiana Fever fans, oh, that would be everywhere. It would be on national television. It would be clipped, reposted, discussed, debated, and replayed for the next 24 to 72 hours. But a player coming in and genuinely being excited to play for the Indiana Fever? Silence. Shout out to Mercedes Russell, man. You can genuinely see that she's happy. You can see it on her face. And honestly, these are the types of players that can potentially do well in Indiana. Players who come in hungry, humble, willing to learn, and willing to work. So yeah, I do think Mercedes Russell can be a good pickup. I wouldn't sleep on her. She's 6'6", she's huge. The Fever finally went out and got a legitimate big body, and that's exactly what people have been asking for. Now, am I saying this is some game-changing signing? No, let's calm down. I don't know if I would take Mercedes Russell over Kalani Brown if the only thing we're talking about is pure size and interior presence. If you want size for the sake of size, I think Kalani Brown might be the better player. But you know what? We can live with Mercedes Russell, because at the end of the day, the Fever needed something, and 6'6" is something. Then I started looking at the numbers, including the on-off numbers from 2024, and some of that stuff definitely raises questions. When she and Nolo were on the floor, the numbers were much better in 2024. When they weren't on the floor, it didn't exactly look great. Still, she's huge. She's 6'6". Sometimes you need a big body. And then I looked at what the Indiana Fever were saying about her, and that's where things got interesting. They described her as the number 22 overall selection in the 2019 draft. Wait a damn minute. Did AU not call her the number 10 pick? AU said she was the number 10 selection by the Liberty. Oh yeah, AU got that wrong. Mercedes Russell was number 22. She also won 2 championships, which is another interesting piece of her background. But then I realized something. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's why they signed her. The old assistant coach knew her. Their basketball advisor knew her. Oh, so are we actually doing scouting? No, I know Mercedes Russell. Let's bring her in. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. This is madness. Absolute madness. But regardless, Mercedes Russell is now here. She's 6'6", and she has an opportunity to prove everybody wrong. So, let's see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Mercedes Russell can actually become an important piece for the Indiana Fever? Do you think she can eventually start next to Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston? As always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.